Hello, welcome to Unofficial S.League Podcast.
So today we're gonna talk about jerseys. Recently saw today that Albirex Niigata is selling their jersey for what, $99. So Layman, any opinions on what you think about the price tag that's been slapped on top of the really expensive jersey?
$99, yeah, a bit expensive. Because I think $99 mostly for those what you call that, BPL jerseys. That's the price people will pay for supporting overseas clubs. But some of the local fans may be hardcore enough to buy LBX jerseys at $99. Okay lah, looking at the designs, actually they look much better than most of the S-League clubs. Okay, what I'm looking at now is a training jersey. Okay, looks not bad. Looks like close to what their usual home colors are, orange. And the sponsor logo, frankly speaking, is ugly. It's just a big patch of iron-on with the words red on white. So obviously they want people to see the brand name. But it's really ugly. It's like a big plaster on the belly. The away kit. Okay, this one looks more classy without the big white patch. The brand name the words are neatly cut out and ironed on. So yeah, it's a big improvement over the training kit. Okay, looking at the home jersey, yeah, okay, it's similar to the away kit, but I wouldn't pay $99 for it. To me, it's pretty plain. And if you're talking about, okay, interesting jerseys, right? If you look at the national team jersey, recent years we've been getting like plain red jerseys. It's very boring. It has no value. Okay, looking way back in the 90s, the team had really fancy or sometimes really orbit looking jerseys, right?
Outlandish. Yep.
Outlandish jerseys, yeah. And they are pretty much sought after now, as in by fans of the Singapore team. They're really sought after. The value is really up there, as in compared to the plain looking, which nobody really wants. Okay, coming back to the LBX jerseys. Okay, okay, I saw that the what zebra looking one.
Yeah, the zebra one is interesting.
What kit is it supposed to
It's supposed to be a training kit. It's blue with yellow stripes.
be? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty interesting, but it's a pity it's not used as a actual game kit.
Usually the practice for S.League Cups is that, training kits, they may use it for other competitions like the Singapore Cup when they're playing against, other opposition or other countries. Yeah, but I mean, imagine if you're wearing the zebra kit and you're playing Ballistic House. Basically, you're going, to get slaughtered. Maybe a bit pantang, for Singaporeans.
Maybe, but then if your players can play well, it doesn't matter what they wear.
Yeah, considering they're called the White Swans, which by itself is a pretty weak animal in my opinion. Okay, so anyway, I'm looking at the jersey right now. A very interesting feature. You can see the S-League trophy.
Oh, what logo is? Oh,
That's the S-League trophy.
I thought it's a World Cup.
It looks like the World Cup, but it's the S-League trophy. And the 7 stars above the logo, I have no idea why they have 7 stars on the logo.
I don't know.
Because they definitely did not win 7 S-League championships. Maybe they won something in Japan. I'm not sure. I don't follow J-League, so
No, the thing that catch my eye is the brand Hummel.
Hummel, yeah.
They sponsored the North Korean team in the
Really?
previous World Cup.
Oh,
I think so.
okay.
Yeah, it's similar. The jersey design is similar to the North Korean one, I think. Slightly similar.
And looking at his comments on the page, you can actually see this
I
guy.
can't really read Japanese.
Yeah. Okay, this guy is saying, loving the new shirt, guys. One thing though, why does it cost $100 when other S-League clubs charge only $30? Tampines that cheap? Okay, and anyway, up to $60 Warriors. So what do you think? If
Tampines is selling theirs at $30.
where? I would like to know where because it's
Previously,
cheap.
I know they're selling at something like $49.90 or something or a bit higher.
Mhm.
Warriors, I think they all the while they've been selling around that price or even higher.
But I think Albirex, for the last few seasons, they've been. I think this is the market price, right, for the jerseys. But I'm actually interested to know if people who support Albirex, do they actually buy the jersey?
Oh, you'll be surprised. Some fans actually do buy. I've seen Japanese fans, as in real Japanese,
Uh-huh.
sitting in the stands. Yeah, they do buy their jerseys.
I see.
They do support. But for Singaporeans, as I said, maybe hardcore Singaporean supporters of LBX will buy the jersey.
Mhm. Yeah. So while we're on the topic of Albirex, this season they seem to be fairly, or I wouldn't say weak, but they have changed, quite a big chunk of the team. Most of their good players have been either drafted out or they have left or have gone back to Japan. More recently, Hougang United has snapped out a couple of the better players. Atsushi Shirota is one of them. So basically, we're looking at a whole new Albirex team, more or less. And their chairman seems to be still very confident about their chances. He's very confident they can not only retain the S-League title, but they can actually retain all 4 titles they won last year. Um, do you have any comments or opinions about this?
From what I know, LBX does overhaul their team every season, or maybe retain one or two players, but most of them will just go back to Japan or find another club to play with. They've been changing the team wholesale, but they will still do well. It's like people will always write them off. They won't do well. The team needs to gel. But this kind of prediction has been going on for a few seasons. People have been predicting that they won't do well, but in the end, they still do well. Maybe because their skills are better. Maybe they're more disciplined. Maybe they can follow instructions better. In most areas, they seem to be better. So you cannot write them off even if they change their team wholesale.
And one very very interesting fact about Albirex in the preseason: 5 friendly games, 5 wins, 5 clean sheets. And I think this is, although it's preseason, but it's pretty impressive because they're not playing like second-rate teams or NFL teams or semi-pro teams. They're playing S-League teams. People, they're playing like Balestier Khalsa. They're playing Warriors, and they're coming away with good results. So I think personally, I myself, I wouldn't write them off. There are people who are saying that they might do a Leicester in the S League, winning the title this season and then finishing in the bottom half in the following season. But I think for Albirex itself, like you mentioned, technically they are better players.
Yeah, I think they will still maintain their so-called efficiency. I think they will still do well. As for the friendlies, I think most of the other S-League clubs are
Still in preseason mode.
still in preseason mode. Some just came back from holiday or something like that. Maybe like in a training mode, so they probably not playing at full steam. But for the Japanese, I think they put in effort in every game they play. So that will probably explain why they're getting the results and keeping clean sheets in every friendly game.
Okay. So while we're on the topic of Albirex, still on Albirex itself, the very first opening game of the season, which is Albirex against Tampines, it's gonna be the first league game. and also the first S.League game to be played at the new National Stadium. It's also going to be the Community Shield at the same time as well. So looking at the squad of Albirex, major overhaul, and then we're looking at Tampines, which is basically the Man City of Singapore football. What are your predictions? What do you think would be the final score for this season opener?
Fancy a wild guess, then I would say maybe a draw, or maybe a slim one goal win for Albirex.
You think the Albirex will beat Tampines?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Okay, so still on the topic of jerseys. Now, today being the day of recording, 17th of February 2017, we see some pictures that are being put up by DPMM. And what were they thinking? Look at the jerseys. And look at that. I mean, the home jersey is like, I don't know, fire. Is that supposed to be fire or something? And the away jersey is like Republic of Air Force FC, the colors.
So which is the home, which is the away?
I suppose from what they have posted online, okay, the fiery red one with the black,
That's supposed to be the home.
that's home, and the camouflage jersey is supposed to be the away jersey. Well, if they think that that's going to help them, help their players hide themselves on the field, it's not going to work because you're supposed to choose green, not grey, but it looks like our Air Force uniform.
Okay, for their home kit, the yellow shorts don't really match.
Yeah, I agree.
Their jersey is red and black, but yellow shorts is like a day at the beach.
Yep, it is.
Jerseys can be tacky, but there's still somewhere where it's still acceptable, but this is like really off the charts. It's like, to put it bluntly, is cannot make it.
It is cannot make it.
Yeah.
And it's Lotto. It's not I don't know, some Thai brand or some.
I think their previous season jerseys were much better.
Yeah.
I can't really see a thing that I would like about these two kids. Okay, yeah. That's all I can say about these two kids. Maybe they'll fare better on the pitch. The players, they'll play better on the pitch.
I hope so.
I don't know, but you asking me about the jerseys only, these two, yeah. I won't buy them.
It's an acquired taste.
Yes, an acquired taste.
It is an acquired taste.
Correct.
I'm going to go on record and say this. Back when I was in school, when I supported my favorite EPL team, obviously I have to save a lot of money to buy the jersey. And when I got my favorite top, I didn't have enough money to buy shorts. And that's when you will go and look for those shorts that cost you like 3 pairs for $10, and it's always a mismatch. And this is what the DPMM home kit looks like. So Layman, I understand that you are, you're not really a follower of the S-League. Of course, we all have our favorite BPL teams, but as we get older, we don't have that much time. We need to spend time with our families and all that. But I hope, I'm starting to get you interested in our local league. So looking at the fixtures, I'm not sure how familiar you are with the teams.
Oh, totally not familiar.
Not familiar at all. Okay.
Yeah.
So these are the fixtures for the first round of games. We just covered Albirex and Tampines, which you predicted that Albirex is going to come away with a slim victory. The following day, on 27th of February, we're going to have Home United. That's the police civil defense team based in Bishan, and they'll be playing against the Young Lions. What do you think would be the score?
I've been seeing much of Home United's advertising on social media, so I think they are pretty confident. But Young Lions, I hear from my friends, is a team of basically fresh meat. So Home United probably walk all over them. Yeah. If you want the scoreline prediction, maybe 4-0.
Next game. Okay. This is interesting because these two teams are both based, or one is in the northeast, the other one is based in the east. We have Hougang United against Geylang International. So why This game is of so much interest to me personally because both teams have really, really strong supporters. Hougang has the Hougang Hoos HOOLS, Hougang Only One Love. And Geylang International has our guests who are coming later on the show, the Ultras Eagles. It's going to be a noisy affair, I'm sure. And in the off season, Hougang has been spending big in the market. And recently, they even had the season opening press conference in suits, which is a first for the league. Geylang, well, they have retained most of the squad. They've got a few new foreigners.
I think I will go with Geylang.
Geylang?
Yeah.
I think the Ultra Eagles will be very happy with you. Scoreline?
2-1.
2-1.
Yeah, maybe be a slim one.
Okay,
Yeah.
interesting. Okay, and we have one more game that's happening on Tuesday, 28th of February. This is going to be at the Toa Payoh Stadium where Balestier Khalsa is going to be playing Warriors FC. Balestier, they seem to be relying on a really young squad. Most of the players are former Prime League players, I believe, but they have reinforced the squad with three Myanmarese internationals. Actually, I did ask my Myanmar friends, have you heard about these players? And they're like, yeah, they are, but they're not so, they're not so famous. Except with the exception of the midfielder, Zaya Win. Zaya Win seems to be really popular amongst the female Burmese fans, But anyway, this guy is a really good passer of the ball. That's what I hear. So Balestier is, well, I think they may not do so well this season. Hopefully the ASEAN imports will be helpful to them. Warriors, well, they've been acquiring a lot of good players, particularly by Haki Kaisan and Shari Ishak, who were playing in JDT2, the second tier of the Malaysian division. Well, I think to me it's a no-brainer, but Layman, maybe you can share with me your thoughts. What do you think?
I think it seems, as you say, still is mostly Prime League players and then three new imports.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they need some time to gel or get used to playing at S.League pace. The Warriors, I think, will probably win this one by 2 or 3 goals. Yeah.
And Warriors has a really strong strike force as well. So I think
Who they have?
particularly I would say I would feel that the standout player for Warriors would be Jordan Webb, who was with Hougang for quite a while. I think he's been trying to break into the young Lions setup or trying to become a naturalized player. If you don't know him very well, he's a very flamboyant player. He plays with a lot of flair and he can dribble really well.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think he may be too much of a handful for Balestier. But one thing about Balestier, young squad yes, but the goalkeeper is a really really good goalkeeper. Zaiko
I heard their coach is not bad too.
Marco. Yeah, Marco.
He's quite really with his tactics.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe the coach and the keeper would be a thorn in this Warriors side.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're talking on paper, maybe the Warriors have too much firepower for this game.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Unofficial S.League Podcast.
That was actually good,
Choke. That's why I need a drink.